What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound. And just a little note on that, I will be live streaming during the general sale or whenever it begins tomorrow on Twitch. So again, that's at This Is Aftersound. Come by and hang out there, and it'll be a fun time. Cool. All right, so. Let's get into the topic of the video. The title I wanted to make a little provocative because I can actually see this going two ways. Obviously, right? We either sell out or we don't. Now, what I'm going to do is not necessarily give you a prediction, but I want to give you the data that I'm looking at, and maybe you can come to your own conclusions on what you think will happen. So what I am doing, or what I've done, is I've looked on the Peak Monsters top holders list and filtered out for credits. So what we can see are the top 200 holders of credits, and we can see that the balance for those credits is roughly 5.2 billion. See, there's a little K here at the end. So 5.2 billion credits, which actually equates out to $5.2 million USD. So $5.2 million seems like a lot, except let's do some math. You know me, I love to do that math. We have about, I believe we've distributed so far roughly 2 million packs, and we're going to use a lot of rough numbers here. So if I'm off on my math, just slightly, forgive me. If I'm off a lot, definitely let me know so I can go through and correct it. Also, I am recording this, as you can see here, roughly 14 hours before the general sale. So if people are going to be coming in with last minute credits, I feel like most of the people have probably come in already with their credits, but keep in mind, there could always be some last minute stragglers or people waiting to see what happens before they go ahead and buy credits. I mean, part of me is doing that too. I only put in some of the credits that I'm willing to spend. But again, there's a lot of caveats to this math, I just want to say. But I'm just trying to give you the data that I'm looking at so we can get, hopefully, more informed about what to expect tomorrow. Okay, going back to that, let me just close out of this. All right, so we have 13 million packs, of which 1.5 million have already been sold through the bulk sale, right? So that leaves us with 11.5 million packs. Now, 11.5, I'm going to assume the 1.5 already includes the bonus packs, and that's, 1.5 million is how much they're going to have. It could be more, it could be less, I'm not sure. So that leaves 11.5 million packs for us to sell. And here's the thing, there's going to be a lot of bonus packs that we want to take out of this. Now, is everybody going to be buying enough packs that we are going to have 20% bonus packs? I don't think so. In fact, I don't even know that we're going to have 15%. 10% might even be a stretch, especially for people just buying packs on the lower end. But I'm going to do 15% just to kind of split the difference here and kind of find the median rather than the average, because we're not really sure where the average is going to be. So if I divide this by 1.15, that leaves us with 10 million packs need to be sold. And 1.5 million packs, 15% of that, is going to be given out as bonus packs for people with vouchers. So 10 million packs times $4 a pack is $40 million. Now, I'm trying to show you this discrepancy here, where we have the top 200 holders of credits currently holding $5.2 million, most likely ready to purchase. And the entire sale, in order to sell out, is roughly going to take $40 million in actual purchases, right? Not including bonus packs or anything like that. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to throw up a bunch more caveats, right? In here, we don't know. So I've been looking at a lot of these names. I don't know a lot of them, but something like Steam Monsters that has $720,000 in there. Peak Monsters was here as well with $25,000. Actually, Peak Monsters might be real account. Who knows? They might be buying some. But I'm looking at some of these and I'm just wondering if maybe they're holding credits for some other reason, or if maybe this is a company account that holds credits for whatever reason. I don't know how that works. There could be like a reserve where, if a company needs to, or I'm sorry, if Splinterlands needs to reimburse someone and they're going to do it with credits, they can just pull it out of there. That's my thought process. So This actually balance could be less, but we're gonna assume that it's as high as it is, right? 5.26 million. So $5.26 million out of the 40 million that we need. So I'm going to take this a step further. I'm going to subtract this and we're going to call it 5.3 million. So outside of the top 200 accounts, so essentially the whales here, we need to sell, or we would need to purchase $34.7 million worth of packs between the rest of the players. Okay. Now, keep in mind that the bulk sale already included a lot of whales in it. So these remaining top 200 are just the whales that already also are going to buy more at this point. But in terms of other whales, I guess is what I'm trying to say, outside of these top 200, I don't know. I don't know that they exist. I'm sure people can always bring in money, and absolutely that can be the case. But I'm just trying to deal with what we have here. So at $34.7 million for the rest of the player base outside of the top 200, again, I'm going to be very generous here. Let's assume there is a 500,000 daily active user. We know a daily active user count. We know that there's a lot of bots, but I'm going to just slide past that as well. And let's just assume there are 500,000 accounts. Again, just to find the minimum here. So I'm going to divide that by 500,000, which means that each person would need to spend roughly between $69 to $70. And that would equate to 17.35 packs per person. Now, when I break it down to this, 17.35 packs per person, you think about that and you're like, oh, that's not too bad. People can, if people are really serious about this game, we could probably have every single person buy, 17 packs or $70 worth of packs. Again, a lot of those might be bots. And there's a lot of folks who are playing this to earn money and don't have the ability to spend that $70 in, right? So we don't know where the average lies. We don't know how much the average is skewed in one direction or the other. This could have an incredibly long tail, right? Where the top holders are holding, not 80 or 90% of the credits, and this goes on for a very, very long time with a lot of the smaller players. Now, to be fully transparent with you, you can see here that I have 600,000 credits, which is equivalent to 600 USD. And I am ranked number 933. Okay. So there are, and let's see, there are, 733 people between me at $600 and what is this? $4,300. So $4,300 is the lowest, right? So 4.3 million credits equates to $4,300. So there's about 700 people in there that are higher than the $600 mark. I don't know what it looks like for me afterwards. Below that, below the 933 rank. So again, we can see this in two different ways. When I look at it on the grand scale and see that all the whales have seemed to somewhat have tapped out, or at least their balances with the 5.2 million versus the roughly 40 million that we would need in order to buy all of Chaos Legion, that to me is, it tells me that we have a long way to go. It tells me that if a lot of people have put in their money already, this is what people are looking to buy. And, we don't know how much there's going to be coming off of the sidelines that we don't have visibility to right now. 5 million, 6 million out of 40 million is not that high, right? And as I said, there's a long tail, but that long tail includes a lot of bot accounts, as well as a lot of accounts that don't have, that aren't willing to put money in and are trying to earn it in the game and playing, right? Scholarship accounts, things like that. So just stuff to keep in mind. Now, when we flip this and I give you this final number here of every account only needs to buy 17 packs, right? 17, 18 packs, however you want to round it out of the 500,000 accounts that we have, that's not too bad, right? $70 for a game that you love. It seems like a no-brainer, especially for something as big as the launch of an expansion like Chaos Legion, which is the biggest expansion that has released for this game yet. So I'm seeing it both ways. It's funny because as soon as I calculated the numbers and I saw this and I was like 5.2 million, and we're going to need roughly $40 million to have this thing sell out. And the richest people in the game, right, the people who actually have money, they're ready to go, have only mustered up 5.2 million. There's no way that we sell out. There's no way that we sell out. But my caveat here is we don't know how long the long tail is, and we don't know how deep the long tail goes. So beyond this top 200, how much more money is there going to be coming in from the people that are on the lower end of the credit scale, right? And I'm sure the team has visibility to this, and not full disclosure, but just to have a little bit of update or insight. I know that Agrod said he hadn't seen, credit purchases this high in who knows how long, ever, maybe. I'm paraphrasing. And that he also was saying that he didn't expect to sell out, but wouldn't be shocked if that happened. So this is what I'm looking at. And again, this is going to be the last video that I post before the general sale. So hopefully all the videos after this we'll have some insight into what ends up happening in the next 24 to 36 hours in that first 24-hour window. But yeah, I don't know, that 5.2 million, 5.3 million out of 40 million, it doesn't bode well for me. And sorry, I shouldn't say it that way. It's not that it doesn't bode well for me. It doesn't bode well for this selling out right away. But again, there's just a lot that we don't have visibility to. The long tail, people coming off the sidelines, and yeah, but this is an interesting metric, and I've just kind of been staring at this number slowly go up throughout the day. I wanted to wait to record this video until we were about 12 hours out, which is why I'm recording it now. And yeah, so I don't think that we'll sell out, but I wouldn't, again, I'm gonna go with Agrod here. I don't think that we'll sell out based on the numbers that I'm seeing here, but I wouldn't be surprised if there are a lot of people who are waiting to put a little more money in, because I know that I am, right? Right now I've topped up and I'm planning to, or I've put enough credits in to top up to get the next threshold, because it's every 350. So I'm just trying to get enough packs, 150 packs, to get to that next, 350 interval. And I would imagine there might be some other people doing the same, because if it goes tomorrow and, for example, this ends up being kind of hot, and it seems like it might sell out sooner rather than later, but it's not going like, not everything sells out in the first hour, but it's going, we can see that the pack numbers sold are going up throughout the day. I would consider probably putting in more at that point if it looks like we're going to sell out soon. So that's just my thoughts right now. Again, I'm watching this very, very closely and very curious to see how things end up tomorrow, but I wish you happy hunting in your packs and single card hunting, whatever you guys do or whatever you guys are trying to buy tomorrow. As I said, this is going to be my last video before this general sale, so there'll be no more speculation. We can get back to the game. And one last reminder that I will be live on Twitch during that, so come by. It's at This Is Aftersound. I know the team will be live too, so actually maybe we'll just watch the team live and do commentary on it. But I definitely want to be chatting with you guys in one place or another. So I will catch you guys soon. Have an amazing rest of your day or night, and happy hunting. See you later.